Hey, Mom. It's been a while since we last spoke, huh? Indeed, and I much preferred the silence. I thought I made it clear that we wanted nothing more to do with you the moment you weren't accepted into med school. You're nothing to us anymore, so what's some random girl doing messaging me like we still have a relationship? Wow, you really haven't changed one bit, huh? Still clinging to that whole med school thing like it defines everything about me? Obviously, this family has a medical legacy. Isaac, unlike you, actually graduated from med school, with honors, might I add, and now he's out there doing something meaningful with his life, not floundering about like you. I mean, Isaac's great. I'm not saying he isn't. I respect everything he's done, but let's not pretend we come from some long line of prestigious doctors or something. It's just Dad and Isaac, that's it. Hardly enough to be bragging about like we're some elite dynasty. I will not have you besmirch this family's honor like that. Maybe if you had actually gotten a decent score on your MCAT exam, I might accept criticism from you. But a washed-up nobody like you, your opinion means absolutely nothing to me. Oh, please forgive me for besmirching your precious honor. Look, I didn't reach out to start a fight. I'm not trying to reopen old wounds or whatever. I wanted to tell you something. I'm getting married. And what exactly do you expect me to do with that information? Throw a party because the family failure managed to find someone desperate enough to marry her? Wow. Yeah, that's the kind of reaction I figured I'd get. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything else from you. But still, I mean, come on. I am your daughter, you know. Don't you think you could at least fake some kind of basic human reaction just for once? Don't call yourself that. You are no child of mine. I have one child, and one alone. His name is Isaac. You're not part of this family. You haven't been for years. Right. I figured this is how the conversation would go. That's actually why I didn't want to message you in the first place. But my fiancé Mitch said we should invite both sets of parents. He really wants to include everyone. His folks are excited to meet you too. So yeah, I'm inviting you. And Dad. If you don't want to come, that's fine. I get it. But this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and regardless of whatever issues we have between us, you're still my parents. Mitch and his family would be happy to see you there, and yeah, I guess that's it. I see. Well, I'll pass the message to your father. If we're in the mood, maybe we'll show up, but don't hold your breath. Keep your expectations low, or you'll be as disappointed as we are with you. I'll do what I've always done with you guys. Hope for the best, while expecting nothing at all. Hey, Isaac. Just wanted to let you know, I went ahead and contacted Mom about the wedding.
Wait, really? You actually messaged her? Wow, Sally, that's honestly kind of brave of you.
Yeah, well, I figured I should at least try. She said that if she's in the mood, she might show up. Not exactly a heartfelt response.
Seriously? That's more than I expected from her, to be honest. Really, though, good on you for reaching out. That couldn't have been easy.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, and part of me regrets even asking her. Like, it just brought up a bunch of memories that I really just wanted to put behind me, and to be honest, I would prefer it if they just stayed away.
I don't know if I buy that, Sally. I think that deep down you'd be happy if they came to celebrate your big day with you. I've always been able to tell that you still do care about Mom, even after the way she's treated you.
I mean, yeah, obviously I would rather our entire history with each other could be erased and they'd come and have a good time with all our family and friends. I know that's what Mitch would want too.
Hey, I got it. What if you dragged Mitch out as emotional leverage for Mom and Dad? Maybe take a weepy-looking picture of him and send it to Mom with a caption reading, "Do you see how sad you're making my poor fiancé?"
Ha ha, very funny, Isaac. I'm being serious here. And just so you know, you are coming to my wedding. I don't care if I have to go to your house in my white dress and drag you to the chapel myself. You will be there to see your little sister get married.
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Even if you put armed guards at the door and banned me from the premises, I'd find some Mission Impossible way of sneaking in and crashing it.
Well then, I guess I'll just have to hire some better armed guards then.
Oh yeah? Well then I'll hire a team of mercenaries to protect me from your armed guards.
Oh my gosh, Isaac, listen to the two of us. We're arguing just like we did when we were kids.
Right? It's kind of surreal, you know? Feels like just yesterday we were little kids saying, "Let's be doctors together." Do you even remember that?
Of course I remember that, even if it didn't exactly work out that way. I didn't make it into med school, and now I'm doing something completely different.
Yeah, after Dad's clinic went under and the debt hit, they both just flipped. They started thinking about nothing but money and telling us that the only way they'll support us is if we become doctors.
And you lived up to it. You became the golden child, just like they wanted. Me? I failed one test and got completely erased from the family. I even graduated from a regular college and I still got cut off like I didn't matter.
But you found your own thing, Sally. You figured out what you wanted and you chased it.
Yeah, I've been getting more illustration work lately. I'm still not at the level I'd like to be, but you know, it's a work in progress.
Are you joking? Didn't you do the cover art for a book that got released lately? If that's not the level you want, then what in the world is? Honestly, I think what you're doing is way cooler than just following some plan our parents made like me.
Thanks, Isaac. That really means something. But I don't think Mom or Dad see it like that.
They will someday. They have to. You've stuck to your path. You've built something real. When they see you at the wedding, when they hear you speak, I think it'll finally click for them. No parent can ignore their kid's happiness forever.
You really think so?
I know so. So come on, Sally, let's make your wedding the kind of day you'll never forget.
Yeah, let's do that. Hey, so I did tell you the start time for the wedding, right? There's literally only an hour left until it starts, so where are you? Are you seriously still waiting for us? You really thought your father and I were actually gonna come? Good grief, you're even more pathetic than I thought you were. Who would want to go to the wedding of a nobody like yourself? Nobody, that's who! It's like I told you, Mom. I hope for the best, but expect nothing. No one in this family has any reason to attend your wedding. Get married if you want, whatever. Just don't drag us into it. But hey, if you're so desperate for us to come, then I'll make you a deal. Run over here right now, throw yourself on the ground, and beg us to grace you with our presence. Then maybe I'll think about it. You've got to be kidding me. I actually arranged seats for you and Dad. Is that so? Well, that's not our problem. We made it very clear that we weren't interested in attending, so if you went to the trouble of setting out seats for us, that's on you. Well, excuse me for thinking that you two might possibly put aside your pettiness for one day and attend your daughter's wedding. I see your memory is just as poor as always. We don't have a daughter. Honestly, you wasted all that time and money setting up seats for two people who were never going to come. You never cease to find ways to impress me with what a disappointment you are. You know what? I've got time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. What the hell is your deal, Mom? Seriously, what is it with you and this bizarre, obsessive hatred you have for me? What could I possibly have done to earn this kind of treatment from my parents? Obsessed? Me? Please, get over yourself, you little brat. I hardly ever think of you at all. It's just that every time I think of the way I carried you for 9 months inside of me, brought you into this world, and supported you for 18 years, I start to feel a sense of crippling depression settling in. The idea that someone like you shares my blood, I can't even stand it. No, I don't buy that, Mom. You're gonna have to do better than that, because you did not always treat me like this. You were one of those classic tiger moms. Strict, yeah, but strict in a caring, nurturing way. You believed in our future. You encouraged us to follow our passions and to do whatever we did to the best of our abilities. What happened to that version of you? That version of me didn't know how the world really worked. Do you know what happened when your father's clinic went bankrupt? Every single person who once pretended to care about him vanished in the blink of an eye. All those so-called friends, the ones who praised us. All those moms who used to say, "Oh, you're so lucky your husband's a doctor." Now they whisper behind our backs. They mock us. That's reality, Sally. In the real world, money, power, and status are the only things that matter. Wow, Mom, you sound like a villain in a superhero comic book monologuing right before the hero foils their plot. So that's why you treated me like trash after I didn't get accepted to med school? It seems to me like you're doing the same things the people around you did back then to your own daughter, except now you're doing it to your own daughter. Goodness gracious, you're thinking way too much into this. You're simply a stupid, worthless disappointment. You failed the med school exam, and then what did you do? You just ran off and said you were going to art school. What kind of idiot thinks that's a smart move? If a child can't even stick to her parents' plans, then that child has no place in this family. None. Yeah, maybe I am an idiot, because I actually thought deep down, I thought you still had something like love in your hearts. Even after everything, I thought there was still some tiny part of you that cared. But no. When Dad's clinic went under, it wasn't just the business that disappeared. My parents disappeared too. So, thanks, I guess. Thanks for finally making me realize that. I'm glad to see that such a pathetic dunce as yourself has finally caught up to speed. Now, if you've really learned your lesson, then don't go around calling yourself our daughter ever again. I would hate for someone to actually associate you with me. Sally, is the wedding already over? Yeah, it ended about an hour ago. Why? What's the problem? What's the problem? I practically flew over there in a panic, and now you're telling me I missed the whole damn thing? Do you have any idea how far I came? What are you gonna do about this? What do you mean, what am I gonna do? After everything you said to me, why would you even bother coming? Because I had my reasons, all right? Don't act like I just popped in for fun. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't have shown up to your wedding, trust me. Then what was the point? Seriously, what do you want? You'll have to do the ceremony over again so your father and I can attend this time. Wait, what? That's insane. You can't just ask someone to rerun their wedding like it's a video on YouTube. I don't care if it's insane. Do it anyway. We're in a crisis, Sally. Our future is on the line here. You've never once been useful to us, so for once in your life, do something that actually matters. Hold on, did Isaac say something to you? Yes, since the clinic went under, we've been scraping by on the money that Isaac sends us, but now he's furious that we didn't go to your wedding, and he's threatening to cut us off completely. Yeah, that sounds like Isaac. He still actually cares, unlike some people. Look, forget the wedding then. Just talk to him. Calm him down. You two are still close, right? Fix this for us. No, I'm not doing that. Even if I could, I wouldn't. What? Why the hell not? This is your family we're talking about. Okay, then let me ask you something. Would you be willing to come over to my house, throw yourself on the ground before me, and beg me to redo my wedding for you? For you? Why the hell would I do that? You think I'm gonna grovel for some pathetic loser like you? Exactly. So now you understand why I'm not doing you any favors. You've made it perfectly clear I'm nothing to you, so don't expect me to play the good daughter just because things got hard. Isaac, come on, haven't I apologized enough already? I mean, seriously, isn't it time to let this go? We've got bills coming up at the end of the month, you know that, so just hurry up and send the money, okay?
You're apologizing to the wrong person. Try saying it to Sally. Do it in person, not on the phone, and make it sincere.
I already did, alright? I apologized to her, that should be enough. So, can we please just move on now?
Yeah, I saw those messages you sent her. Sally showed them to me. And I have to ask, what do you think an apology is? You just barked orders at her and insulted her like always.
Okay, but let's not pretend her attitude was all sweet and innocent either. I tried to be polite at first, but then she started acting like she was better than me, like she had the moral high ground.
No, she didn't. I read the entire conversation. She was calm, respectful, and way more patient with you than you deserved. Look, you don't have to pretend. We both know you'll never admit fault.
Hold on, we did go to the wedding venue. Sure, the ceremony was already over by the time we got there, but we still went. Doesn't that count for something?
You showed up because you were scared I'd stop sending money. Don't sit there acting like you fulfilled some noble promise by being desperate to save your own skins.
Isaac, don't be this way. You know how bad things have been for us. With the clinic gone and all the debt we're in, your father and I can't make ends meet without your help. You know that. We've been relying on your support for everything.
Yeah, I do know. And maybe a few months ago I still would have cared. But after the way you treated Sally, after all that venom you spit at her, I honestly don't care anymore. Any parent who can treat their own daughter like that isn't worth saving.
Isaac, stop it! Have you seriously forgotten everything we did for you? Who do you think made it possible for you to go to med school, to become the successful doctor that you are today? It was me and your father. We sacrificed everything for you.
I haven't forgotten. I've always been grateful. That's exactly why I kept sending money all these years. But I've repaid that debt and then some already.
No, you have not repaid us yet. Keep sending us money. That's your duty as our son.
Frankly, I was gonna cut you guys off years ago, and the only reason I didn't was because Sally still believed in you.
What do you mean?
Yeah, the loser you love to insult. She actually believed that maybe, just maybe, one day this family could go back to the way it was before. That if she worked hard, became successful, made something of herself, maybe you'd finally see her. Maybe you'd accept her. And because she believed in that future, I did what I could to make it happen for her.
Don't say it's too late. We can change. Your father and I, we're not monsters.
You're right, you're not monsters. You're just garbage. I don't see either of you as my parents anymore. And from here on out, I want you to stay away from me and Sally. We don't need or want you in our lives.
So listen, Isaac said something the other day, and, well, it got me curious. I looked you up a little, just a quick search, and it turns out you're actually kind of a big deal. You're a pretty well-known illustrator now, right? Okay, and why are you bringing that up? It's not like that has anything to do with you anymore. Besides, I'm guessing Isaac already told you everything, didn't he? Well, yes, he did. He really went through with it. He actually cut us off. After everything your father and I did to raise him. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. He's become such an ungrateful child. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I don't exactly have the time to sit around listening to you complain about Isaac. Okay, don't get so defensive. I'm just saying there's no need to be so cold about it. I didn't come here to argue. I came to say something nice for once. Is that such a bad thing for a mother to do? Compliment her daughter? Compliment me? That's rich. I mean it. When you failed the med school entrance exam and then ran off to art school, I honestly thought you were hopeless. But seeing how far you've come, how successful you've become, you must have worked unbelievably hard. And look at you now! As a parent, I have to say I'm actually proud. You really are our daughter, aren't you? Just like your father and me. Tenacious and feisty. Wow, that is quite the sudden shift in tone. Now, I can admit I don't know a ton about that world, but illustrators make good money, right? Aren't you making a pretty decent living for yourself? It depends. It's different for everyone. And honestly, in my case, I wouldn't say I'm making huge money or anything. Oh, come now, there's no need to be modest. I'll bet that you're doing so well that you could help us out a little without even making a dent in your finances. Right, of course. I should have known this was coming. You compliment me, act as though you've turned over a new leaf, and then come the demands for a handout. Figures. Don't say it like that. I'm just saying you're not like your brother. He's such a disappointment. But you're the child who I can entrust with our family's legacy. So you'll help us out, won't you? This is pretty intense. You used to never stop bragging about Isaac. He was your shining star. Now you're throwing him under the bus just because he finally stood up to you? Aren't you even the slightest bit ashamed? Ashamed of him? Absolutely! That boy is dead to us. What matters right now is that we've got some big bills due at the end of the month. We're in a serious bind, and we need the money fast. How much do you need? It's not that much. Just about, $3,000. Come on, for someone like you, that's pocket change, right? Just 3,000? You seriously don't see the problem here, do you? You're acting like we can still go back to being a normal family if I just throw cash at you, but I'm starting to see that's just not possible anymore. But Sally, this is your opportunity to have a family again. If you help us out, we can go back to how things were before. No, we can't. Because I don't see you as my parent anymore, and I don't think I ever really will again. No matter what you say or how nicely you try to wrap it up, it will always just seem like you begging for more money, and I can't live like that. That's not family, that's just a transaction. Oh, would you stop with all the sentimental nonsense? You're acting like a child now. All I'm saying is we're in trouble, and with a bit of money, we can make it through. And that's exactly what broke this family in the first place. The way you let money decide everything. Who mattered, who didn't, who was worth loving. But honestly, it doesn't even matter anymore, because the parents I loved, the ones I used to believe in, they're long gone. Wait, what? What are you talking about? You are going to send the money, right? Sally? Hello? Hey, Sally? Sally, say something! I heard from Isaac. He told me you showed up at his hospital earlier today, right in the middle of his shift. Seriously, how much more trouble are you planning to cause before you're satisfied? Oh, don't give me that attitude. The whole mess started because you two decided to cut us off. Your father and I are just asserting our rights and privileges as your parents, that's all. There is no right that gives parents the power to demand money from their kids, especially like this, and now you've gone and dragged Isaac's workplace into it? What if your little stunt gets him fired? Well, that would be inconvenient, obviously, but as things stand, he's not sending us any money anyway. So, we can either make a scene and potentially get something from him, or stay quiet and get nothing. Wow. So now you're saying his job only matters as long as the money's flowing to you? What, am I wrong? Look, if he gets fired over something that minor, maybe he just didn't have what it takes to begin with. I'm not gonna cry over someone who won't lift a finger to help his own parents. You really are unbelievable. You're acting like you've never done a single thing wrong. You treat your own children like ATMs, and the second we push back, we're ungrateful? Isaac and I, we've both got our own lives now. And yet, you keep pulling us back into your mess like it's our job to clean it up. Your lives? Please, don't make me laugh. If I hadn't given birth to either of you, you wouldn't have these precious lives you're bragging about. You owe us, and I want you to pay up. Isaac's already given more than enough. He paid your bills for years, didn't he? We raised him. We gave him everything. The least he can do is take care of us now that we're older. And let me make one thing clear. This won't stop until he starts paying again. So you're gonna keep this up? Harass him until he breaks down or gets fired? That's your brilliant plan? You'd better believe it. And don't think I've forgotten about you either. You're next. Maybe I'll stop by your husband's company, see what he thinks about all this. Don't you dare. Isaac always supported me, even when you two treated me like garbage. And Mitch, he's everything to me. He stood by me, lifted me up, given me strength when I had nothing. If you go after either of them, I swear I won't sit quietly. I will fight back. You? Please, what do you even think you can do? You're nothing but a mouthy little brat. Try me if you want. Go ahead. Let's see what happens. All right, Mom. If that's the way you want to play it, okay then. It's on. Well, it's been a couple weeks now. I think it's about time I head back to the hospital and lodge another complaint.
Unless you want to make your situation even worse than it already is, I strongly suggest that you do not. And if you've got this much free time, how about you and Dad, I don't know, go out and get some jobs?
Don't talk like we're just sitting around twiddling our thumbs. Your father's already picking up shifts at a clinic. It's one run by one of his old colleagues. It's barely enough, which is exactly why we're asking your help again.
So basically, you're admitting you're not doing nearly enough, and you've come crawling back. Classic.
Oh, I've had it with that smug little tone of yours. You really think you're better than us just because you've got a fancy hospital badge? You have no idea what we're going through.
And you clearly have no idea how far off the rails you both are right now. Do either of you even realize how embarrassing this whole mess has become?
What is that supposed to mean?
You seriously don't get it, do you? You don't check social media or anything, huh? Figures. Guess I shouldn't be surprised you're totally oblivious.
What in the world are you talking about now? Stop with the cryptic nonsense and just say it.
Fine. You want to know? You and Dad are the stars of a crazy popular webcomic. Congratulations, Mom. You're famous.
A webcomic? What are you even saying? I have no idea what that is.
You do remember Sally's an illustrator, right? Though I'm guessing you only used that fact to insult her. Too bad for you. She's actually gained a decent following. More than decent, really.
So what? What does that have to do with anything?
She's been posting a comic online, and it's based on everything you and Dad have put her through. Every manipulative guilt trip, every money grab, every meltdown. It's all right there in full color.
No, that can't be. She never said a word about this to me.
Yeah, I'm sure she didn't, because if she had, you'd be here screaming even louder. But hey, don't worry, the internet's already made up its mind. They're calling you a textbook toxic parent. And, well, that's about the only PG-rated thing they're saying about you.
It's fiction. Comics are fiction. People aren't going to believe some silly little drawings.
Actually, she labeled it based on a true story. That kind of thing's popular now. Plus, Sally uses her real name, so anyone who knows us can connect the dots in seconds.
You've got to be kidding me. People at your hospital have seen this?
They've seen it all right, and it clicked for them instantly. Especially after your little stunt at the front desk last week. I gotta say, you really helped her case with that one.
This is insane. That shouldn't be allowed. That's slander or defamation or something.
Sure, maybe. You could try to sue her for defamation if you really wanted to, but if you do, I'll be testifying against you, and trust me, I've got plenty to say.
You little traitor. You'd really stand there and side with that ungrateful brat after everything we did for you?
You mean after everything you put us through? Yeah, I absolutely would. You want to know what it feels like getting dragged through the mud by the people you tried to protect? Well, now it's your turn.
So what? You're just gonna let the whole world mock us? You want us humiliated forever? What the hell is wrong with that girl? What kind of daughter does this?
The kind of daughter you raised. The kind you pushed too far for way too long. And honestly, watching you squirm now, it's the best I've felt in years.
Please, just talk to her. Tell her to take it down. We can fix this, can't we?
Not my problem. If you're gonna be mad at yourselves for never noticing what she was capable of.
You need to take that comic down this very instant. What you're doing is criminal, I tell you. Criminal! Criminal? Seriously? I'm just writing about stuff that actually happened. It's based on real life, so I don't really see how that's illegal. I said, take it down! I mean, sure, I could take it down if you really want me to. Wait, what? You'd actually do that? Yeah, why not? Honestly, I kind of owe you and Dad. I mean it. If you guys hadn't been such absolute garbage parents, I wouldn't be here right now with this opportunity. What is that even supposed to mean? So, funny thing, that comic actually caught the attention of a publishing company. They reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in turning it into a full-on series. A series? Wait, you mean you'll make more comics like that one? You're joking! Nope, not joking. They want me to turn it into an essay-style comic, kind of like a memoir, you know? Just with pictures. An essay? About what? About my life, obviously. And you know what most of my life's been about? My battles with you and Dad. So yeah, that's the story people want to read, and I'm planning to really go all in on it. No, absolutely not. You cannot do that to us. If you publish something like that, we'll never be able to show our faces again. People will talk about us behind our backs forever. What's the matter? Does this mean you realize that you've been doing something wrong after all? That's not what I meant, and you know it. This isn't okay. Making money off your own parents. Do you even hear yourself? What kind of daughter does that? Right, and what kind of parents treat their kids like an ATM? That's what you've been doing, haven't you? That's not true. Isaac and you're both our children. We love you both. We only did what we thought was best. You know what? I honestly don't think you even realize what you've been doing. Ever since that wedding fiasco, have you even called me by my name once? Not once. And now you want to say I'm your precious child? That's rich. No, wait, I didn't mean it like that. Of course you matter to me. I do care about you, really. Well then, maybe I'll just add this exact conversation into the next chapter and let the readers decide, because everything I've posted so far has just been a summary of things you and Dad have actually done and said. And, based on the response, I think we already know what the verdict is. It's been a few months since that last exchange, and yes, I actually went through with it, and the comic series officially launched recently. The story about growing up under toxic parents, fighting through it, and leaning on my brother for support as we pushed back really seemed to hit home with people. To my surprise, and honestly my deep gratitude, it became a massive hit, and the fallout, well, let's just say it wasn't pretty for my parents. From what I've heard, they got absolutely slammed with criticism. People online were ruthless. Now, apparently, they can't even walk outside without getting side-eyed or whispered about. Between that and the pressure from their unpaid debts, it sounds like they're living in this constant state of fear and shame, which, I mean, karma, right? Meanwhile, my life has completely turned around. Thanks to the comic, I've made a name for myself, and I'm getting more illustration jobs than I ever imagined. Things are finally peaceful. My brother's thriving too, building an incredible career as a doctor. He's always been my hero, and I'm proud to say that hasn't changed. I just hope I can keep growing too, so one day he'll say he's just as proud to call me his little sister.